this video I'm going to sketch the graph of this f of x, which is a rational function. As you can see this expression, well, I'm going to start by using as a guide these four elements that's assigned here, finding the horizontal asymptote, the vertical asymptotes, x and y interceptions. And well, the first thing, you have to start out by turning this expression into factors. I'm going to start right away with a numerator. You have to split it into x minus 5 times x plus 4. Now it will be over, this is conjugate, this will be split into x minus 2 times x plus 2, and there it is factored. Now I'm going to start by finding the horizontal asymptote, which is I believe the simplest one. This horizontal asymptote, you have to just divide the term in the denominator with the biggest exponent, and do the same with the one, dividing this one over this one, and look for the radio of these two. So I'm going to just do it here. We cancel out, and we get this is equal to 1. So in other words, the y equal to 1 will be my horizontal asymptote. Then I'm going to cross out in here to notice that we're done with it. And now I'm going to sketch it in the graph as nicely as possible. It'll be here, it's here in the 1. It'll be all along here. All along here, and there it is. And now I'm going to look for the vertical asymptotes, which will be the second element here. And so I'm going to start, you have to look for the factors in the denominator and equalize both of them to 0. Be x minus 2 equal to 0, and x plus 2 equal to 0. Solving for x will be x equal to 2 and x equal to negative 2. And those two will be my vertical asymptotes. Vertical asymptote in here, these two. Now I'm going to cross out this vertical asymptote in the element, and I'm going to draw him in my super nice graph that I have here. Here is the negative 2, and here is the number 2. I'm going to draw it as nicely as possible. Don't expect too much. Okay. There it is, the first one. There is almost, oh, this is really ugly. Okay, it would be, there it is, the second one. Now I'm going to look for the x interceptions. X interceptions would be picking the factors of the numerator and equalize them to 0. I'm going to place here the x minus 5. And I'm going to place here the x plus 4, you equalize it to 0, equalize both of them to 0, just solve for x, will be x equal to 5 and x equal to negative 4. So in other words, the x interceptions will be at negative 4, 0 and 5, 0. I'm going to locate them in the graph. I'm just going to start by crossing out these x, the y, x interceptions. The first one is negative 4, 0 will be in here, and positive 5, 0. So this would be the point. Now the only thing missing is finding out the y interception. In order to find the y interception, you've got to substitute the x with the 0. So it will be here the 0 minus 5 times here 0 plus 4 all over 0 minus 2 times 0 plus 2, and here we got the negative 5 times 4 will be negative 20 over negative 4, negative 2 times positive 2 will be a negative 4. So in other words, we got our will be equal to 5. So we can say that the y interception will be at 0, 5. I'm going to locate it here in my nice graph. There it is. There will be the y interception, and we're done with the 4 elements. So now we just have to to draw the line. As the x interception, it's down here. You will have to start from here. You have to draw your graph below the horizontal asymptote. Now, as you started from this left bottom side of this asymptote, you have to continue on the top right. So, and as you have here this y-interception, you have to go down from here to the y-interception. Now, you do not have any x-interception after it, so there's the only thing you can go, the only way you can go will be up again. There it is. Now, as you finish here on the top left, you have to continue on the bottom right here, and as well you have an x interception in here, so you have to go all the way here to the x interception. Oh, this is really ugly. Okay, will be somewhere around there, and then after the x interception you go along with the asymptote, and that will be it with the graphing. Just going to show you the one with Desmos, just so you see how nice I can draw. There it is, the Desmos graphing app. I think mine's better, but okay, there it is.